Good evening and welcome to Gray Barn Antiques of Andover. Tonight we're going to visit with our vendor number 30 who goes by Bronx Mancave. Bronx Mancave specializes in 64 New York World's Fair items. At one point he actually had one of the largest collections around. He used to actually buy new old stock by the tractor trailer load. He has since then been downsizing, keeping just one or two of his favorites and bringing in multiples of the others. And he has a lot of Civil War items as well. Take 25% off the items you do not see marked firm in his booth. You can see this is his locked case. We're going to go to his booth shortly. And you can see he's got a ton of stuff in here. And again, it is 25% off items not marked firm. And it's not just New York World's Fair and Civil War items. When we get into Larry's booth, you're going to see why he is the Bronx Mancave. So just going to turn slowly, and I'm going to show you the ways to get a hold of us. Now, we underwent a major project. This past couple of days we were closed, so currently the shop is a little bit messy, but we should have that under control by the weekend. So we'll show you that when, on second thoughts, able to get in and work on her space. She brought in a couple of pieces, but hasn't had a chance yet to tweak the big changes in her booth, which has been added onto. So you'll see that when we come back to that, or when you come in person and see us. So you can contact us through our website at graybarnantiques.com, gray with an E. Facebook, Gray Barn Antiques. Instagram, we are Gray_Barn. YouTube, subscribe to our Gray Barn Antiques channel. We are trying to add content weekly. Our phone number is 973-786-5555. And our email is graybarn@graybarnantiques.com. So step back so you can see Larry's booth. He has authentic porcelain license plates. He has this banner on our ceiling. It is actually was flown in the World's Fair. It is for, I'm going to step back and see if we can't get a better shot of that. So it was to win one of those Dodge cars that they gave out, and they legitimately gave them out. We actually met a gentleman who had purchased one, and unfortunately it was actually stolen from him. But it did have all the paperwork to show that it was one of the World's Fair banners. He has uniforms, Greyhound uniforms, all kinds of stuff. He's got a lot of neon and beer and vintage cigarette memorabilia. He has a lot of license plates as low as $5 if you're looking to just do some crafting with them. Milk bottles. If you see anything that you want more information on, please screenshot and send it to us. Contact us and just say, hey, get me the measurements on, get me the price on. I was interested in. Now, unfortunately, he does not have enough wall space for us to be able to plug all his stuff in, but he does indicate if items are not working that are not plugged in. He has a ton of these pennants, some old rotary phones. If you have landlines, most of these still work, but most people don't have the landlines anymore. You see a lot more World's Fair items. Again, take that 25% off, and that's the same for cash or credit. So he does have some firms in here. Any stuff from other World's Fairs, not just the New York. There is also some 39 World's Fair in here still too. A lot of the stuff is still mint and package. A lot of new old stock. There's Peter and Wendy. They're the mascots of the World's Fair. A lot of stuff with the Unisphere on it, which is still standing in Queens. You can still see that. It was over by Shea Stadium. So I used to see that when you get off the subway, head over to Shea Stadium when they were still playing there. And this is from the Civil War. It is one sheet of Confederate just do bonds. There was one removed, but the rest are intact with the large certificate at the top. And this is framed, and this is legitimate. Some Coca-Cola World's Fair. Royal tires. This is working. It does need a new battery. And that does have the box as well. Even has bags from the World's Fair, so you can buy your World's Fair goodies and keep them safe in there. Seltzer bottles from all over. Here's the 39 World's Fair Jasperware. Back to the 64. Now what's fun with things like this is if you know someone who has a birthday coming up and was born in 64 or 65, you'll be able to find an item in this booth with those dates on it. He also has the action figures and other toys. Johnny Lightning. Plastic bricks. Hess trucks. The really old ones he did have, but they sold. So I'm sure he'll come across more. Some vintage games. Perry Mason game, Lone Ranger. The Hangman game is the one that has Vincent Price on it. There he is. And again, take 25% off. In his little lock case that we have in this booth, he does have some pocket knives. No switchblades. Those are illegal for us to sell. This is cool. This is an actual chocolate candy bar mold. And that is $150, and then take 25% off. Puzzles, keychains. Still in there on their original tags. So those prices you see are in the red and the yellow, and they are discounted. Another porcelain plate. 1916 Connecticut, $350, 25% off. This just came in. The cool light is working as 65 firm. You just have to set the time. We turn the lights on and off in these booths, so we can never keep the time set. The ATM neon is $75. I can do that math in my head because it's $100. That is the foam in there to protect it. So I don't know if you can remove that or what, but that is in there for protection. Some more action figures still on the cards. He also has road signs. Squirt soda. Nice old Block and Tackle, 59 and 25% off, and that's a nice big one. Here's the Johnny Lightning, and these are still in the package. So 7 and 25% off. So you can see he has a good selection of that. The Heineken neon is missing the star in the middle. It had been repaired and that had to go. So as a result, that is $125 and then 25% off because of that missing star. But you can see that is the full-size Heineken light. So still a nice deal. Old Vienna Lager beer sign, 50 and 25 off. School sign. He does have a lot of beer taps. Some more Civil War memorabilia. He has a lot of ephemera in here. All kinds of different things. A lot of it mostly World's Fair, but there are political pieces and other items. More license plates. We try to keep those in state order, but that doesn't always happen. People go through them. More Hess cars. Vintage toys. He brings those in all the time. The beer rubber mats. Horse sign. More plates. 53 New York. 32 and 25% off of that. I'm going to turn slowly so I can show you this case. Oh, the chimp, he is working. I've done him in a video before. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna move him over to here so you can just watch him. He's called the Naughty Chimp. He's in really good shape. There's no issues with the fur. There's no flocking. He has his original box and he works perfect. So let's take him over where I can put him down and he's not going to destroy the things behind him. Don't mind my Crocino on the counter here. One-handed. Never easy for these things. Back. Turn him off and go back to the booth. My Crocino from Old Crows, they're amazing. They make the best drinks over there. All right, so this is from a taxi from Japan. Well, it says made in Japan, so. And that is, I've featured this before too. So if you look back on our Instagram, Facebook posts, I do have many of these items featured with their measurements and prices as well. So feel free to hashtag Bronx Mancave on our Instagram, Facebook, and that'll pull just his items up for you to peruse through. More Peter and Wendy. Oh, this is just a lucite case in his booth. Keeps some of the more fragile stuff, but it is not locked. Heavy traffic night here tonight on 206. It's raining, so I don't know if that's making the engine sound louder than normal, or we usually shoot these videos in the back and the other vendors, and Larry's a little closer to the front. He's right by our register area. So we're picking up a lot of that in the background. Here's a box, a full set, the Schaefer 64 World's Fair glasses with the box, $125 and then 25% off. He has some other boxed glasses as well. So this is the 64 series. That would be the frosted glasses, and those are complete sets still in the box. As you can see, he has a lot of stuff in the, oh, this is cool. What is this, bobbing head? Oh, look at that. Is it Peter or Wendy? It's, I can't see, I can't tell. Oh, goodness. One hand, never easy with this. All right, I'm just gonna see if I can do this right-handed maybe. All right. Let me see if he probably has it on the tag. I'm trying to kill myself here, and it's a Peter bobblehead, 95 and 25% off. So if you're interested in buying more than multiple items of his booth, he is agreeable to working with you as long as it's a serious offer. So there is a hat in this box. Oh, very cool. And look, a lot of his stuff is still sealed in the packages. The easiest way for me to do the 25% off is just to take the number and then times it by 0.75. Instead of sitting there doing the 0.25 and then subtracting it, just go 45 times 0.75, and that gets you where you need to be. That's why I can do the 100 in my head to 75 and 10 to 77.50. So these are the, used to make these in the machine. You put your, crush the plastic into the shape. They would mold, kind of like the pennies that we squish now. They actually had these machines, and you would make your little dinosaurs. So, and he did have more of these guys. You can see their little names on the bottom. And then you'll also see vendor 65 in here, and he's also 25% off. So this is $77.50, and he is Bronx Mancave Jr. He comes in and he works on his dad's space here for him, and he does a great job with setting it up, and he's really good at doing the vignettes and the displays. All kinds of old soda bottles. And here's all the beer taps. I was talking about beer taps. It still has the coasters and the packages. We're in April already. Tomorrow's April. So we are coming up June, Father's Day. These are a great booth to come and visit for Father's Day. We've had people get gifts for Mom in here too. Christmas, we still do really cool Coca-Cola rack for a lady's Coke collection. I know she was getting that. I hope she was excited to get that. It was a really cool gift to be receiving. Creeple people are still in there. It's pretty neat. A little dried up, but the molds and everything are still in there. Try to turn slowly here so we can see what he has on this side of the rack that hangs in the middle. We have more pennants. That was Seattle, Washington. Some milk bottles. And Tricky Dick right down there. So that was Bronx sorry, my fingers just got in the way. Bronx Mancave. I'm still looking for a better way for me to be able to hold the camera and have my hands free so I can do more, pick up stuff for you and show you. But please always feel free to contact us and ask us for more information. I've had a lot of people taking advantage of that and taking the screenshots and sending it to me and saying, hey, when you get a chance, get me the dimensions, get me the price. And yes, we do ship the smaller items. So we do actual shipping from zip code 07821. You can go to USPS and find the calculator to get an idea of what shipping would cost for an item from here. So, and we do priority, unless it's tiny than the first class. So these are the ways to contact us. Our website, Facebook, Gray Barn Antiques. Our Instagram is Gray_Barn. YouTube, which you're watching right now. Be sure to subscribe to Gray Barn Antiques. And our phone number is 973-786-5555. And our email is graybarn@graybarnantiques.com. So thank you for visiting with Gray Barn and the Bronx Mancave tonight. And if you are local, remember tomorrow is going to be a cold one. Thursday and Friday, cool weather moving back in. So if you have plants, bring them in. Be ready for that. We are closed this Sunday for Easter. We are open the rest of the week till Saturday, 5:30. And then the following week resumes our normal hours, Wednesday through Sundays. Don't forget, May 1st and 2nd is the town-wide spring marketplace. All the shops participate in that. We have Penny Lane, starts you down by, if you can't find parking here, you park down at the open box lot. Be sure to visit that shop. Grab some food at the Old Crow. The pizza, Firehouse Pizza is really good. On your way up, stop in and see Ian. He recently moved from the one side of that building to the larger half. So, and he is a professional appraiser. So if you do have items that need appraisals for insurance purposes or whatever, he's the man to go see. He can do those appraisals for you. If you're on that side of the street still, be sure to go over and visit the Andover Village of Shops. That's the big purple house and the two other buildings behind it. And she'll be having outdoor stuff as well. Cross the street, start over at Made in the Shade. There'll be outdoor, indoor specials going on. Visit our friends at right next door at Restyle. She'll have things going on outside and inside. And here we are at Gray Barn. We'll have the porch filled with stuff. We're hoping that our train guy, Kevin, finds a collection. He's looking to find a collection so that he'll set up. Otherwise, don't worry, we'll have stuff out there. And I am working on my vendors inside to make sure that we do some great specials for you guys for that weekend that you can only get in person when you come in here. We also have our schedule of events coming up. So our next Facebook Live is April 17th, and then May 15th and June 19th. Be sure to like and follow us on all our different ways of following us so you don't miss out on anything. I try to do as much as I can, but it's one person doing the social media and doing a lot of other things in here as well. So I try, and I will try to keep up on these videos. Tomorrow night, I will visit with our original vendors who are here from Slackyville. Vendor number 1, Andover Junction, and number 16, Betty's Treasures. Thank you again for visiting with us, and have a wonderful evening.